Just a few topics that have crossed my mind thanks to today. I have this really bad habit of waiting till nighttime shortly before I want to go to bed to start looking at creepy videos, ghost videos, unexplained videos, mystery videos, unsolved murder cases, things like that. Things you really shouldn't look at before going to bed alone in the dark. Thankfully, I have cats. They help me recover from this scary stuff a little faster. And even though I am an atheist who does not believe in paranormal or supernatural shit, I still can't help but just feel creeped out when I see things like that. And I always try to justify, what did I see? Okay, clearly that was just some kind of, blip on the camera. Okay, that's probably just dust in the air. I don't believe in ghosts, so it's obviously not a ghost. Well, then what the hell is it? It must be this, it must be that, etc., etc. But, it doesn't always comfort me as well as I'd like it to shortly before bed. But another thing I saw was something about time travel, and it was like, if you had the ability to travel through time, would you change stuff? And if you would change things, what would you change? And how would you go about doing all these things? And I've noticed a lot of people, they tend to say that they would not change time if they could because they're afraid of the consequences that would happen. Could be drastic, vast, and worst of all, you couldn't change it back. You somehow fuck up time so bad that you can't fix it, basically. I've never really subscribed to that. I think if I could change time, I would. And I think the manner I would do it is I would start really small and I would try to see what I can get away with and then kind of, build up. So I would probably go and look at the future, like 100 years into the future, and just kind of get a feel for what the future's like, what history has happened, and etc. And then I would travel back. And then from there I would travel, just one day into the past. And I would see if I can change something small, like maybe have someone order a different drink at a fast food restaurant. So maybe they got a double cheeseburger and a Coke. Maybe change time to where they get a double cheeseburger and a Sprite, and then I would really small changes like that. And then I would just keep trying to up the ante each time. Be like, okay, that successfully happened and there was no significant impact on the next 100 years of history. So I'm going to modify it a little more. Maybe this time I'll go out and I'll give a homeless person $200 that he would not have received in the original timeline. Still not a very world-changing event, but at the same time more drastic than changing a drink at a fast food restaurant. And I would see, what kind of effect does this have on the timeline, etc., etc. And I would keep building up like that. And I think my ultimate goal would be that I would like to start saving people's lives. I don't know if I would ever make it up to killing Hitler and preventing World War II, but I would definitely do my best to make the lives of people better by saving murder victims, finding out what happened to disappearing persons, like Amelia Earhart and shit like that. All those unsolved mystery episodes, I just fucking binge watch them on Netflix and then hop in my time machine and solve every last one of them, just stuff like that. Just try to make the world better. For humans, that is. But another thing I would need to know in those time travel experiments is what kind of time are we dealing with? Like, are we dealing with a time that can be changed and it's easy to be changed and it maybe even kind of encourages you to change it? Or are we dealing with the kind of time that doesn't like to be changed, where time fights back against you and it does what it can to ensure that the original timeline, does not change? An immutable time, basically. Am I dealing with a Terminator type situation, or am I dealing with like a Back to the Future type situation, or the countless in-betweens that there are? That's something you would definitely need to find out as well before you were able to go around changing things willy-nilly. It also would be very indicative of what kind of possible sentience there is out there if time itself can fight you. That would suggest to me that the universe itself is a living entity. What else was there I was going to talk about? Oh yeah, I saw, when I was looking at those scary clips, something really disturbing, and it just bothered me a lot. It's something to think about, and it might be I might have another topic to talk about in a few days, but it really shook me up, and I just don't feel like, I don't think it's going to get out of my mind anytime soon. It really bothered me. Okay, I think that is all I've got to say, and I did not expect to record this entry. It's 3:30 in the morning, and I was like, I'll do a blog tomorrow, but then I realized my nephew is going to be here tomorrow, and I don't feel very comfortable recording an entry with my nephew sitting right beside me, so, I'll get it recorded now. I might have to get it posted later. So let me go ahead and tell you that the date I intended this for was the 16th of July, 2016, a Saturday. Oh yeah, about my day. I am playing Pokemon Go. That is a new game that came out on phones, and I put 2 eggs into an incubator, and in order to get those eggs to hatch, you have to walk a certain distance, and I had 10-kilometer eggs, and oh man, am I sore. My right leg is just killing me from that long walk. But I caught some nice Pokemon today, had fun. I'm just glad I had cats here to comfort me after those scary videos. And another topic I might want to talk about in the future is how you want to die, how you want to face your death. Alright, you guys have a nice night.